there, Arma here. Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video. Today, I want to talk about why you should be grateful when life why you should be grateful when life gets difficult. Sometimes in life, we have a habit of disregarding the XYZs we have, and we focus on someone else's ABCs. So it's understandable. We live in a world now where everything is just, distraction, social media. This person has this and this person has that, and a lot of what's going on in social media is a number game, and or the numbers game. And how can you capture an audience attention? And I'm sure compared to previous generations, happiness was measured differently. Just of how society has changed in general and the economy. But anyway, getting into why you need to be grateful, I would like to start off with a little story, okay? And this happened to me recently, last week, or at least a few days ago, so I'm going to share. Okay, so I believe this was last Saturday, I want to say. I went to like a little festival, an outside festival. People were, buying different things. You had a lot of small businesses out there. You had a lot of like little mini concerts, kind of like little block parties, where there was different genres of music and you had live band performances. And, everyone's vibing, chilling. I was at this one section, along like with family and stuff. And, everyone's enjoying dancing to the music and stuff. Everyone's vibing out. And all of a sudden, everyone like directs their attention to this one individual. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? What are people looking at? And then it looks like there was a man that was ill. Like he kind of like, looked like he vomited, and he just wasn't feeling well, and he was like he was like weak and getting ready, like he was collapsing on the floor. But people were able to call for help real quick. And in my mind, I was like praying, like hopefully this guy gets the attention he needs, and hopefully he feels better. So eventually he does get help from EMS, and they walk him off, I guess, to the their truck or van. And everyone was a little relieved after that. So the next following week, a few days later, on Monday, when I went to the library, it was kind of a interesting but similar scenario where everyone's just chilled in the library, and all of a sudden, like, there's another man. I guess he's asking for help and stuff like that. But he's sitting at the computer chair, and then all of a sudden there's a thump. Now, I didn't really see anything because I was more towards the shelves and everything like where I was like where the bookshelves were. But the librarians had to call for help and everything like that. And it was very it was a little traumatizing and upsetting to see. And it kind of was like, if you guys watch like the football games, NFL games, and you see there's a player that's down because he has a concussion, and you see they're kind of like sitting, they're dazed, they're like walking around like they're here, but then they're not here. It was kind of like that. So I wasn't sure if if he had a previous medical issues, or I don't know. I really don't know. But it was really scary because I think for maybe a few minutes he was pretty much like unconscious, and then he kind of got back up on his feet, and he was kind of like out of it. But EMS came and was able to check like his vitals and stuff. So he came back in to get what he needed from the library, and then I guess he drove back home. But I don't know. It was just like it was crazy, you know. And I still hope like right now his health is fine, because that was scary. It was just such a random medical emergency type of thing, you know. So with that being said, after going through those two experiences, I kind of had to look in the mirror and say, well, what stuff do I have that I should be grateful for, and the health predicament that I am in, that I should be grateful to have compared to others that may be struggling even more. And it's like, I gotta be more grateful, because medical issues happen, and even myself in the past, I've had like scary like health issues that appear randomly, and it's not fun. So don't take your health for granted. There's a lot of people right now that can't do the simple things, like eat, walk, see, hearing. And sometimes we really forget that until we could get an example of what it's like to be in other people's shoes. And it's just very important. And I know there's people out there that struggle with all kind of different addictions, but just knowing knowing the health issues you may have and seeking attention is very important, because sometimes when you neglect things, they progressively get worse. So it's always good to be aware of your health and everything. So the last thing I want to cover on this video for today is to talk about support and unity. In today's world, it feels like so many people are divided in groups, and going against each other and saying negative things, doing negative things. And I feel like right now everyone needs more support and unity, because if we can put our differences aside and come together, it does make the world a better place. And there's a lot of people struggling right now that could use something simple. It could be something nice you say. It could be a hug, or a letter or a note, a message or something. Just let people know how you truly feel about them right now, and say something positive. Maybe a goal today could be to say something nice to someone you know today, and say how much you appreciate them. So in conclusion, everyone, keep your head up as much as you can. It's not always easy, but just take every day step by step. So thank you all for listening and checking out this video if you have, and feel free to share your thoughts, comments. If you have any other topics you want me to cover, let me know. And have a good day, take care, and see you in the next one.